Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Marriage Boot Camp. It is going down. Season 15, episode 1. I was like, OMG, it's about to happen. It's about to get ugly in here. I was like, yo, what is going on with Corrupt? I was like, did the failed career? Because he's still a legend in our book. Like, I just don't understand why Corrupt didn't go that Snoop route. Maybe he was blocked. Maybe he was blackballed. Because I remember one time Corrupt was trying to, host shows on MTV and things like that. And then all of a sudden, now we see Corrupt, from the Dog Pound, DWG, over here, on Marriage Boot Camp. And it don't look so good at all. I was like, damn, so Corrupt is out here. He is just totally out here just drinking and drinking and drinking. Like, what is really happening with this situation? Like, yo, this is mad sad too as well with the Corrupt situation. And we got Phaedra Parks, her man Medina. He seems like he's a good guy too as well. We're gonna see if it's real or fake, but she do have some valid points where she wants to stay alone and be by herself, and she has not opened up because she's been in a bad relationship. Medina says he got blue balls, blue balls, blue balls. Hey, what's up, Miller? Hey, what's up, Lumpkin? What's going on? What's up, Intica? What's up, Williams? I was just like, what's going on with this situation? So Medina got blue balls. He lives all the way in LA. Do you think that he is just jerking off at night? You know what I mean? He probably wants some of that good. Phaedra Parks talking about her good is too good to just be given away. I was like, that man Medina got women from here to, the shiny sea. It is what it is. He is not sitting there waiting for Phaedra to decide whether she wants to be with him or not. Or maybe they have a condition in their relationship where he could do what he needs to do. But, they tried to make, or there was a reputation of Phaedra on, Real Housewives of Atlanta, that she was out here, she was bout it, she was doing this, she was doing that, and she was giving fellatio, and she lied about her pregnancy, and she's a freak, Mr. Mandingo, and she liked the strippers and everything else like that. It seems like she done toned down if that's the case, because she's not trying to give Medina any of it. What's up, Tony? What's going on? So I was just like, damn, like, this situation is crazy. And Corrupt, I don't know, Tony, you need to leave Corrupt ASAP. And then we got Willie from Day 26. Day 26, I want you exclusively. Willie's out here calling his wife all types of names and berating her in front of the children. And he can't have a conversation with her and talk to her. I was like, what's going on with that situation? I was like, Willie, maybe you need to throw in the towel. We feel like you can't even communicate and share your ideas. And then you out here berating her in front of y'all children. And then on top of that, you out here cheating. And now she's cheating too. I was like, they got too much going on. I was like, what is really going on with this situation? I'm like, what? And it's just like Corrupt. I don't know what Corrupt is basically just dissing the hell out of Tony, telling Tony she can go her merry old way, that he ain't feeling her, he don't like her. You jumped on this train. If you don't like this train and you don't like the ride, if you don't like Corrupt, if you don't like, whatever his, if you don't like Ricardo or whatever it is, you might as well just jump up and keep it moving, keep it going. I was like, what? I was like, I know they're gonna get paid good, but damn, Tony, you are taking a beating for this paycheck. Corrupt, what is going on with you? You a legend. You're supposed to be looking like this out here in these streets. What's really good? And he's out here cheating. He recently cheated on her too as well. I was like, that's just too much. We got Hazel E in the building. You got Corrupt going right to the alcohol, because it seems like he may have a substance abuse problem that may be way too much out here for these streets. Hazel E, she looks like she's pregnant, but we know she recently gave birth, but she's drinking liquor, so I don't think that she's pregnant, or she's trying to hold it in. I have no idea. But Hazel E got herself a young man, a young thing. Devon is out here cheating, allegedly. He's cheating with the same woman that caught Snoop Doggy Dogg up into the situation, Selena Powell, allegedly. And then on top of that, Devon is out here on the blogs dissing his family, telling us his family ain't ish, his family ain't this, his family ain't that, because some of his family members is trying to get with Hazel E. Does Hazel E got that bag? Do Hazel E got that cheddar? What's going on? And we know Hazel E always loved her a young dude, but baby, she's going to be babysitting her man and her baby at the same damn time, because ain't nothing that man could do for her, for real. It's a sad situation, but go ahead, Hazel E, do your thing, girl. we got Willie. Willie's too busy paying attention to the driver and instead of helping his wife out, get out the car, get out the truck and everything else like that. It's like, he's just totally disassociated himself with his wife. It seems like if Willie had enough money and he can afford child support, he would be going from Shonda. I'm like, damn, Shonda. Shonda's been putting up with the most. You can tell she's been putting up with the most because she's losing her hair. Them braids are so thin up in her head. So therefore that man is driving her crazy. She got them 3 kids. She just had a baby too as well. And then she's putting up with Willie calling her all types of disrespectful name in front of the children. At least do that behind closed doors. At least do that when the children ain't around. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's really going on with this situation? And Hazel E's out here showing that stomach, showing that belly. She got it popping, baby. She's with her young man. He got his jewelry on. He got his sunglasses. And he's loving to be on TV. He's loving to be in this, mansion. He's going to try to make something out of himself. And yes, Hazel E, he is with you for the clout, baby. Because he's already out here, doing it wild without you. So Hazel E got to question whether he really wants to be with her. Do he want her for this and that? But one thing we can say is Hazel E made sure she had a light skin, baby. She made sure her baby's going to be light, bright, and almost white, baby. She ain't playing around. Them colorist issues that she has been embedded in her from childhood, from her mother. So therefore, she going to act like she don't have them issues, but she really do. And it is what it is. And she made sure she's going to have a light, bright baby. That's just going to be the situation. And this man is going to drag her through the mud. And she's going to really regret being with him. I'm like, Lord have mercy. What is really going on with this situation? But she made sure that baby was going to be bright. She wasn't going to play around with the situation whatsoever. Nope. And then we have corrupt, his girl Tony. She's sitting there, she's upset, she's mad, she looked like I don't even know why you came on TV. Damn well that man was going to embarrass you. And then on top of that, one thing that gets on my nerves when it comes to marriage boot camp is that they know that people have drug addictions and they have alcoholism, and they leave the alcohol around for them to drink and act a fool so they can get their money too as well. So real doctors don't do that. Real doctors that take an oath don't do the shit that they be doing on marriage boot camp. So I don't pay the doctors no mind whatsoever. And only Judge Toler And because there was one episode where they were swapping pills, the girl from Sweet 16 or I'm having a baby at 16 and Brandy from, Real Housewives of California somewhere. They were swapping pills out here. The mama OD'd. She had to leave, marriage boot camp. Renee with her alcoholism. And then we had, Chaddo's single mother. She had alcoholism problems and she was an alcoholic, and they just fed the alcohol, kept the alcohol there. So therefore, these doctors that act like they on TV doing something for patients and, and they run facilities and shit like that. Nah, y'all about the money, baby. That's just what the situation is. So moving on from that situation, we got Phaedra Pork. She don't know what she want to do with Medina, but she gonna stay strong. She gonna stay close to him, but she won't give him none of that cootie coo, none of that. And they both live in different places, but Phaedra said she don't want another deadbeat. She don't want to get hurt again. So she's letting us know that Apollo has really hurt her. So that's just the situation. Medina just wants some kitty cat. He wants some kitty cat. He want to taste the flavors. We have Hazel E and Shonda. They basically make up because they was going back and forth when it came to Love and Hip Hop Hollywood and Blase the Third. The colorist issues where Hazel talking about you can't pass the brown paper bag test and all the other bullshit that Hazel E said that got her kicked off the show. She got kicked off the show and she hasn't really been, thought about. But now she's back. And she's trying to make a comeback, baby. Hopefully she got some counseling. She got some help. Because there's a lot of people that do suffer from colorist issues. Or colorists too as well. That are black is because of the way that they was raised. And if you know how Hazel E was raised, her mother put her on the pedestal because she was light skinned. And some people do that too as well when they're raising children. They'll be mean to the dark skinned child and good to the light skinned child. Make the light skinned child feel better than the dark skinned child. So we do have these issues that goes all the way back to slavery time, the Willie Lynch syndrome, and also just being on the field. And some of the babies were mixed with white men, so therefore they were light and bright, and so therefore they were treated better among, the bosses or the slaves owners and some of the slaves too as well. So they make up. It is what it is because they don't need no beef. And we know Hazel E ain't the one to be fighting. And LaShonda, she's trying to keep it cool. And we have Tahiri. Tahiri's out here with Vado. And Vado and Tahiri act like they're just really friends. And they just doing this shit for a paycheck, point blank, period. But one thing you should know, if you dating a man in his 40s and his pants is sagging as much as corrupt pants are sagging, then you already know that he ain't changing. He ain't going nowhere. Like, he is going to be the same dude that he already is. Look how corrupt pants are sagging. I mean, they are sagging down to the ground. Like, he is too old to have his pants sagging like that. Like, what's going on? But him and Vado are cool or whatever. I was just like, too much. And then we get to, Miss Judge Toler. And basically she checks Corrupt and Willie because they interrupt and they don't listen. And she also checks Hazel E's, man too as well, that y'all need to listen to the women. How can y'all hear when y'all talking over them? Basically letting them know that I'm not the woman that you dating. I'm not the woman that you sleeping with. I'm not none of these women. You can run over them and act like what they say don't make no sense, but I am the chief. I am the judge. I am the boss. You go ahead, Judge Toler. You do your thing. She checked them up front, quick, fast, in a hurry. I was like, go ahead, Judge Toler. Then we got Vado talking all types of bullshit about Tahiri. He's talking about, Tahiri's been in long-term relationships and she's head over heels about these guys and she's so in love with these guys and she ain't acting like that with me. He's talking about Tahiri's like a groupie. She's a thirst bucket. She's always giving her heart to somebody. Could you imagine a man that you with get on national TV and call you a thirst bucket and say that you are a groupie? Like, that sounds like a friend talking to another friend, because that ain't the man you sleeping with. That ain't the man that you love. That ain't the man that you with. For real, Tahiri. So Vado was basically called Tahiri a thirst bucket, saying that she's giving her heart to everybody, she's dating everybody, and she's a clout chaser. I was like, damn, Vado, like, damn, like, that's really disrespectful, like, shit. So that's what he said about her. Is he telling it like he see it or like he know it? Or is he just being real mean and he's trying to do shock value? Because damn, if you like her, you want to be with her, and you want a relationship with her, shit, you wouldn't think that you'll get on national TV and say some shit like this about a woman that you dating, a woman that you with. Tahiri, I don't know. I guess you hit the bottom of the barrel with your best friend. Hopefully he is still your best friend and not your man. Hopefully you guys did this for a check, because he was real disrespectful. And basically Tahiri was like, I've never felt safe. She said she's never felt safe in no part of her life. So she said that she never felt safe. She never had that protection of being with a real man that really loved her and had her back. So therefore, she's been out in these streets, running these streets, trying to find love, trying to find happiness, and trying to find somebody she can be content with and safe with. But she ain't never felt safe, and he totally disrespected her. And that's another reason why she wouldn't feel safe either. This is supposed to be your man. It's supposed to be the guy that you with. You bring him on TV, and basically he calling you a clout chaser. He calling you a thirst bucket. Like, damn, he's basically saying you spreading it like butter. You spreading it all over the place, but he want a part of it. He's in it to get it. You know what I mean? He can say all this shit about her, but he ain't no better, because he was a cheater. He was out in these streets running around. He was lying. He was doing the most too as well. So basically, if you feel this way about her and you can't trust her because you don't want to give your heart to her, then why be with her in the first place? So Tahiri says she don't know him, but how is he supposed to be your best friend if you don't know him? So basically, you've been sitting over there on the phone, talking to him in person, telling him all your business, your deepest secrets, and everything else like that, and he ain't shared shit with you. So he knows how to deal with you from a male perspective. He know what to do, not to do, or how he can run game on you, because you were so busy running your mouth and wanted to have somebody listen to you. He was peeping game and taking notes, and that's how he's playing you like that. I was like, damn, that is a shady situation. Hazel E basically is telling, Phaedra to get up on Medina and she's still lost, and she don't know what's going on. She thinks that this man wants for clout. What clout is he gonna get? Like, who's really gonna follow him because he had a baby with you, because he's dating you? You're not on the show no more. You're not on Love and Hip Hop. Now, if you was on Love and Hip Hop, that would make more of a better story. So basically, he's going to be getting his clout right now, from Marriage Boot Camp, and then it's going to die down and people are going to forget about him, just like every other show, unless they get back on TV. So Hazel E thinks that he's a clout chasing. You're clout chasing with him because you brought him on this show to get paid, to get some money and get back on TV too as well. And then you messed around and got pregnant by him. Well, at least you got a young baby daddy. He'll be able to throw the ball. He'll be able to take the baby walking. He'll be able to play sports. It is what it is. So his problem with, Hazel E is that she goes from 0 to 100. She gets mad so quick and all this other stuff. That man is here to advertise himself. He's out here trying to shine. I guarantee you he's probably in somebody's Instagram DMs right now trying to get some love, baby, because the show premiered, So he's basically is upset with Hazel E's too angry. Well, she's way older than you, so she's went through a lot more than you. And, she's been embarrassed out here in these streets too as well. So you don't know that you picked a woman with a lot of baggage, a lot of things going on from, dating Cat Williams and dating, all these Young Bird and dating Chef. What's his name, son. So it's a whole, hey, what's up, Crazy LB? So it's a whole situation going on. So I don't know what's going on with, Hazel E, but she got that light bright baby. That's what she did. She got a light bright. She made sure she had a baby by a light skinned man. And so we move on to, Medina basically is like, I got blue balls. Phaedra thinks this is a fairy tale relationship. How she think it's a fairy tale relationship? You in Calaho land and she's over there in Atlanta. You in California, she's in Atlanta. So basically, he's like, she won't give me none. I want some nook. I want it, and I want it now. And basically, he wants her to open up them walls and put them barriers down and basically let him in her life. Allegedly. So I don't even know how they date and how they have a relationship. It's a crazy situation, for real. And then, Phaedra's like, basically, I don't want to open up to anybody else. I don't want to, get hurt again. Like, I've been hurt. I've been mistreated. And basically, I don't want no dead weight. She was like, I'm a lawyer. I'm a mama. I'm a mortician. And I got to make sure the man ain't no dead weight. So you should already know if he's dead weight or not by, what he does for a living. Is he bringing any money in? Does he have any residuals? Is he there to be for your kids? It doesn't take that long to figure out whether a man is good or bad. So that's not good or bad. It kind of seemed like, she's on that situation and they might be playing around. They might be doing this for TV. But we'll see. But she does have a valid point when it comes to, you don't want to give your heart to anybody else after you've been divorced and broke up and you've been hurt too as well. Some women, not all women, would give themselves time before they even move on sexually. They don't want to give their body to anybody else because they've been so betrayed that they don't want this to happen. But, she's already been married. She got kids. It's time to take chances, baby. You a lawyer. You work for the criminal justice system. So you need to get up on it. Either you want him or you don't. Or you're looking for him to be, I don't know how many more acting roles he's going to get, how much more ghostwriting he's going to do. But, Phaedra, let's move on with this. For real. What you say? Hey, peace, people in the bushes. No doubt Crazy LB, T spills. Didn't Hazel apologize and said she was on the show with Young, most show address and colorism statement? Oh, yeah, she did that. But she made sure she had a light, bright baby. She made sure. So Phaedra basically said her punani is so good and so this and that she just don't want to give it to everybody because it drives a man crazy. I was like, I guess she's talking about Apollo because he was trying to please her so much and get so much money in the bank. He went out here stealing, allegedly. And allegedly they say Phaedra was involved too as well, that he put his life on the line to make sure Phaedra have all the money and be able to shop and put on when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's allegedly, so she can keep up with the Nenes. She can keep up with the most richest person ever is on the show, Candy Burris. So, And there was some other ladies that Cynthia Bailey got a little corn, baby. And so Hazel E is basically still in shock. She don't know what she doing. She done had a baby by that baby. So she's going to be raising 2 babies at the same damn time. You go ahead, Hazel E. We get to Willie situation. And Willie, Willie's out here talking about he can't talk to Shonda if he has any ideas, or he wants to bounce ideas off of, Shonda, basically want to do projects that have some different goals or something to make life better. When he comes to Shonda, the first person to bring him down or tear him down, or basically don't want to hear his ideas and want to argue with him, so he can't talk to her, he can't have a conversation. So therefore, he's out in the streets getting conversation in somebody else's bed. I was like, excuses, 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 baby. That is what you're doing, because if you can't talk to her, well, there's a reason why you can't talk to her, because she's hurt and she's broken, because she don't know where you be at, because you be out in these streets running around doing this, doing that. So she still got the anger of you cheating on her, and you think she was happy to cheat on you. But Willie says that Shonda cheated on him with one of his friends, so that shit cut deep. So he probably really is a mean mother sucker when it comes to Shonda. That's why he be calling her B words, hoes, strippers. He be calling her everything under the sun, because he cheated on her over and over, but it cut deep when she cheated with somebody that he knew. So he took that personal, and Shonda basically was like, I can't do this no more. I was like, girl, you've been doing this for like 15 years. Either you wake up or not. And basically, one of my thoughts, I think they love each other, but they're financially both dependent on each other when it comes to daycare, when it comes to raising the kids. Willie just can't walk away because he can't afford to pay child support and then, pay for a house for him to live in, by himself. And Shonda can't live on her own either like that. So they're basically indebted with each other financially, but they do have love, but there's a lot of hatred too as well, because they both dogged each other out. For real, for real. Hey, Brandy, what's going on? I was like, And so, Willie basically is just saying, I can't talk to you. I can't do anything. I'd rather be elsewhere than be home. So you rather be with anybody else but your wife and your kids, where it's safe, where you can be, where you protecting your family. You rather be out here in the streets and not with your kids and not with your wife. Like, it's like that. And so basically he tells her, like, yo, listen, I'd rather be elsewhere than to be home. I was like, Lord. She was like, well, you can't talk to me because you're calling me B words, H words, all types. I'm like, damn, like, what's going on? They doing this shit in front of the kids, because they don't got no super duper mansion. Like, they're probably, this is bad. This is straight up bad. Hopefully they get the help that they seek, or get the paycheck that they need to basically boost whatever they need to boost up. We get to Corrupt. Corrupt is out here in these streets doing the most. He has been cheating, and he came in the house cheating. He's calling women up that he's cheating, and basically he's talking about that, he cares about his penis and his penis and his penis and his penis, and that's it. And if she don't like it, she can leave. Then he said that, Tony, I love you more than myself. And then then we see his little interview tape, and basically he's saying that, he loves himself more than anything. He was like, well, this is how I am. Either take it or leave it. He ain't changing. And he's a mean drunk. He is a mean drunk. I was like, Lord have mercy. He's like, come on, what's happening with Corrupt? And then basically he's just disrespecting her he's disrespecting her from the top to the bottom. I mean, top to bottom. He is disrespecting her, basically saying that she can go, she can leave. He don't give a damn. But that's that alcohol talking. And so in the morning time, once he's sober, he don't remember what the hell he said to her. So he don't know why she upset. He don't know why she mad. He's lost and strung out, with his drinking, and he's thinking that she's a problem, but he's a problem because he turns into a monster when he is drinking. But she's allowing that behavior to continue because he didn't just become an alcoholic. So she has been enabling him for years, and this is why he does her the way he does, even though he does love her, I believe, but the alcohol he loved more. And he's used to these behavior. He's used to, this unbalance and all this treachery going on in his head, his career. And now with her basically putting the pacifier in the situation. Once, she leaves the house until he falls asleep, because he be drunk and mean and yelling and everything else like that. And Hazel E was like, you can't be, Willie's wife was like, you can't be doing that. Like, you need to, make it comfortable. He was like, what about me? Shoot, what about me? I was like, Lord have mercy. I was like, damn, like he was mad disrespectful to her. And he was just saying that she can go, she can hit the road, Jack. And she was like, every time I hear him say stuff like that, I want to bash him in his face. I was like, girl, you've been waiting too long to bash him in his face, because he's been doing, you are living through this trauma. This trauma is a part of your relationship. So without the trauma, would Tony be able to survive with Corrupt? Because she can keep saying he's an alcoholic, he does this, and making these excuses of how he mistreats her. But yet when he's not drinking, he's great. Like, what kind of life is that? Like, what's going on? What's going on with that situation? And Corrupt is in his confessionals talking hella shit, talking about, I hope she means what she says and she gonna get up and go. I was like, what? What? Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, she does despise his ass, but I don't know why she's holding on, because she's so used to that abuse. So they're used to this cycle over and over and over. Somebody got to get off the tracks. Get off the tracks. And so we get to, this is Willie and Shonda's room, and it's nothing but gossip, because Shonda done found out Willie was cheating on her, loving hip hop. Done found out Willie was cheating here. She's arguing with females like, you, this is your husband, this is your kid's father, and he's out here doing the most. Willie hasn't woke up. Willie hasn't faced a reality, because he's been able to do that. So basically, this is all like the social media arguing, all these different women bras and stuff, and he's laying his head in anybody's bed, washing the sheets and keep it moving. I was like, Lord, they doing the most. Like, what? Are you freaking kidding me? Like, some of this shit gotta be fake. Could you imagine putting up with this shit? Could you imagine dealing with a man that is an alcoholic, yelling and screaming at you, you know, and cheating on? Then he got a nerve to cheat on you when he's an alcoholic. Lord, And Willie and Shonda, you know, are struggling just like everybody else. And he's out, he got a nerve to cheat. You need to, whatever you spend the money on, condoms and alcohol and weed for these women, you need to put that on your damn kids, because y'all been struggling just like everybody else, normal human beings, because it didn't pop off. I'm like, Then Hazel E, you know, she ain't worried about a damn thing. She might not be rich, but she got a young man and she got that bright baby, so she is all right. And so she'll put up with all the shit and wait till Devon shows his ass, because he gonna show his ass. He's probably been showing his ass, because allegedly he was out here with Selena Powell too as well. So it is what it is. And so we get to Hazel E's room. I know, it's crazy. Get into Hazel E's room, and it's all about her. Yeah, the attention's all about her, and this baby is going to be a part of a storyline somewhere. She want to get back on TV fast in a hurry. It is what it is, and she gonna drag this man along with her, because now they're connected. They are tied together, and he likes the attention. And we get to Corrupt's bedroom, and it's a volcano fire, because he's explosive. It's hot. It's hot. It's crazy. It's everything. Like, oh Lord, hammer! I couldn't even imagine. I would have tied Corrupt and put his ass in the closet. For real. You want to have one of these episodes? They need to just be straight up and make these shows soap operas. For real. You're right, Brandy. For real. Because they want us to pick how fake the shit is. Like, nobody in their right mind gonna get on TV like this man just... Look at Corrupt shitting on her like that. I wish I would. I wish. You see her and Vado acting like Vado's out here calling Tahiri a groupie, calling her a thirst bucket. I wish I would lay in the same bed with your ass. I wish I would get on TV and help you get paid when you're gonna disrespect me. At least have some respect. Shit. So we get to Tahiri and Vado's room. There's basically baggage and luggage, because they don't trust each other. They don't have a real relationship. And they're doing this shit for show. Because Tahiri ain't never spoke about this man. We ain't never seen them together. Nothing like that. Even though they all friends. But she don't know shit about him. So how can they be best friends? Don't make no sense if you don't know shit about him. And he ain't talked to you and told you nothing about himself. And the only thing he knows is about you. So miss me with that bullshit. So they are full of baggage because they both want to be stars and they both want to continue to make that money too as well. And Tahiri's been on TV for a long time, and I wouldn't say that she's not, important. Oh, did you guys hear what Hazel E said? Hazel E said, another A-lister here besides me. So Hazel E thinks she's an A-lister. She goes, oh, I'm so glad Phaedra's here, another A-lister here besides me. I was like, she got a whole lot of motherfucking nerve. These people, they be on that bullshit. But I watch it, so it's all good. Thank you, Crazy LB. And so we have, what's up with, Phaedra Park's man? Why is he all in Vado's room? Why is he all worried about what's going on with Vado and Tahiri? Why is he all up in the air like he's about to catch a flight? Sit down, he's laughing, he's grinning, he's doing everything. I was like, what's going on with this situation, baby? You don't want to be next to Phaedra. You don't want to sit up in that pink room. But he does seem like he does have a good personality. I give you that. And, he seems like a people person, too, as well. So that's good, too. He just sat his ass there. The doctor had to tell him to leave. Get your ass up out of here. He's sitting there. He's a part of the conversation. He's intrigued by them. Go be intrigued by Phaedra in the room and find out why you can't get no cootie coo, baby. Hopefully you get some in this house if we believe they didn't have sex. Because that's a good, story. Said, I didn't have sex with him yet, so people can kind of think that it's fake. Just like when it came to Love and Hip Hop Miami, when it came to, Trick Daddy saying that he wasn't having sex with Homegirl, and come to find out they were having sex. Hey, Reggie, how you doing? What's going on with you? So I don't know why Phaedra Park man is just sitting up in here. And Phaedra's like, I don't know why he's sitting up in there either. Phaedra Park, like, you better get your ass up over here, boy. She was like, you better get your ass up over here. I was like, Lord, he's sitting there chilling like, he came there with them. And so with Tahiri and Vado's relationship, it's the baggage. And Tahiri realized that she carries so much baggage and she don't stay around, and she just keeps running from things. So therefore she needs to work on herself because it's just the back and forth shit with all these dudes. And for Vado to say that, Vado don't give a shit. He said that she was thirsty and a clout chaser. And why you giving your heart to everybody? He's looking at her like she's weak, like she's soft, like he don't want to be with her, like this ain't the type of woman that he wants somebody stronger. Like, yo, like, dude, like, why are you even here? For the paycheck, baby. That money good at WeTV. That's what I heard. Phaedra was telling her, man, get your ass up over here into this room. I don't know what you doing. And Phaedra Parks can't see that there's cracks in the wall. The room is all messed up because it's pink and it's like a princess room. So basically, she's hiding from the real. She's hiding from everything that's going on to put on a show and to put on a face. Even though the room has furniture and it's decorated nice, there's cracks and things are falling apart. And she can't see it because she's too busy being Miss Princess. And she's too busy being about herself and not about her mate. And that's, Medina, and there's no masculine energy. And he was feeding her, he gave her a cut of pie, but at least he's treating her like a woman. Do you see how Vado's treating treating Tahiri? Do you see how, Corrupt is treating Tony? Like, are you kidding me? And Willie? At least you ain't got to worry about that shit. Oh, Willie, I'm so disappointed in you acting like that. I'm so disappointed in Corrupt. Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. So, they're going to get their situation together. And then this is what hit Shonda. I think Shonda and Willie they really have a real relationship, but finances, lack of finances keeping them together. So, but I think they love each other because they've been together for 15 years. You can't, well, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Life is too short. So we have, the doctor, the fake doctor, says to Shonda, how you gonna be at home on Friday night and your daughter's gonna call you and crying, trying to find out where her man's at? Do you want to do that? And I was like, oh, she just started crying. Lord have mercy. I was like, Lord, she just started crying because she be out here looking for that dude, arguing when you can tell that she's losing all her hair on the side, her hair's thinning out. She's going crazy. But she also had a baby too. Sometimes you can lose your hair when you have a baby. But she looked like she's stressed out. And Willie is out here doing what the women that, like day 26, it'll be like, oh, he's a celebrity. Oh, Willie got a nice booty. Oh, Willie. They'll give him some cootie coo off of GP. So he don't really got to pay for it. He might got to buy him a drink and smoke some weed with him or something like that. I was like, Lord have mercy. What's really going on? And so we got Corrupt basically telling this woman she can go hit the streets. She can be dismissed. She can go. He was like, if you gonna leave. I was like, Lord. But that is how arguing with a drunk. But she knows that she's arguing with a drunk. But why would you put yourself through this torture? If he won't get help, and marriage boot camp ain't gonna help his alcoholism. It ain't gonna help him. So you guys are here for a paycheck. Nothing's going to change. So unless Corrupt see something in this show, somebody say something to him or whatever, but Corrupt is going to stay the same because he can't fight his addiction. He can't fight alcoholism in this house when alcohol is around. So therefore, if that's the biggest problem, how the freak are you going to fix it on this show when all they do is serve you alcohol? Alcohol is everywhere. I mean, everywhere. So he's telling her, he's talking about, she was like, yo, you called this girl. You called her. He was like, no. She was like, yes, you did, blah, blah, blah. He was like, okay, I did. I won't do it again. She was like, you lying. You lie. Like, I couldn't even imagine being in your 30s or your 40s going through some shit like this. Yo, they be wilding. Life is too short for this bullshit. But that paycheck is going to look healthy. But we know where, Corrupt paycheck is going to go. It's going to go to the alcohol. And he going to blow it. He going to lose it. And hopefully, she's good with money and she can hold the money together. I don't even know how. I would not put myself through that torture. I'd be like he got a problem because at least he can say, you know what? I won't get tore up drunk on TV just for you. If that's when I'm so bad. So if you can't go without 10 days of drinking, that's a problem. So that's the situation. And Tahiri, she is pissed off and she is upset at Vado. She's like, what you think I'm going to say chicken head? You think I'm a chicken head? You think I'm this? You think I'm that? I'm thirsty. I was like, yo, that man done read you fulfilled. If a girl would have said that to you, Tahiri, you'd have been ready to fight. Yo, man said that shit to you. What an embarrassment. So what's going on, Peep Squad? How you guys doing? If you guys want to call in and talk about the show, tell me what you think about it, or which relationships you think real or fake, and who's fake, phony, and fugazi, and who should just leave and who should stay together. Let me know. You're too much toxic. But some people build their relationship around toxic behavior where it manifests and they don't know anything else but to be toxic with their partner. If it's not toxic, they don't know what to do because now they have conditioned themselves to be in a toxic, abusive, low down, dirty relationship, and they think that's good. For men and women too as well, because if you can't talk to your woman, you can't bring ideas to her, and she's not listening to anything and she's holding you accountable for the things that you did in the past, then there's no need for you guys to be together because she has to let go of what happened in the past so you can move on to your future. So I was like, Lord, better them than me, but most of them are probably lying. But Hazel E got a baby out the deal, and I guarantee Hazel E is going to be on a new show soon. Hazel E always lands on her feet. Let me tell you that much. Hazel E lands on... Oh, I just hung up on you by... Oh, no, that's for me. She always lands on her feet. Hazel E always lands on her feet. So I'll give Hazel E that. It's all good, but I wouldn't even do it. And I don't know what's going on with Phaedra and this Medina situation. If everything is popping, why the hell... What's your name and where you calling from?
Norris Tony from Flint.
Hey, what's up, Tony? What's going on? What you think? How you doing?
I'm good.
Amen.
Well, I think that all the men except for Medina are losers.
Right? Amen.
They are. I mean, I like Willie, but he a hot man. You know what I'm saying? He got a good woman and he don't even know how to treat her. That is just ridiculous. The reason why I think she started cheating on him is because he was cheating first.
Exactly. That's what she said.
And it's like you can only put up with it for so long, but I feel like if somebody's just cheating on you a lot in your relationship, like, or for majority of your relationship, you should just leave them, or at least, separate yourself, or get a separation and try to figure things out and see if you can go back to them, or go to therapy, instead of this. This ain't really no therapy show.
It's just a paycheck.
I know, and it's just like, I'm so disappointed in Willie too, just like you are, and because I like Shonda, I really do.
Me too. Yup.
He ain't gonna find too many good women like her. And Corrupt, he the worst one on the show, I think.
Corrupt is a mess, baby.
He's just as bad as his name. Corrupt, he's corrupt, just like that name. That name fits him perfectly.
I know. I didn't think that, like, yo, this is a dude, he exude gangster, he exude power, and exude, like, strong masculinity and everything else like that. You think the last thing he would be doing is tearing down a woman that he's with. Like, it's so bad because the thugs that I know, they take care of their family, the people that they love. They don't tear them down like this. Shit.
I know, and you would think, like you said, that he would be protective of his woman, but man, I'm telling you, she's not the best looking woman, but she could do much better than him.
Anybody's better than him.
On crack.
Anybody's better than him at this point.
I know, he looks sick. He mentally sick. He looks physically sick. He is just so skinny and anorexic looking. He needs help all around. He just needs complete help. He looks like a dead man walking. Like, he looks like he near death. Mentally.
Yep. His skin is messed up. His skin is messed up because of the alcohol. The alcohol is what's killing his skin, and that's why he looks like that. He don't supposed to look that old. He's only in his 40s. I think he's like 40-something, 45, 50. He don't look that old, but maybe the industry tore him up that he's so... I don't know, because sometimes we don't know what Hollywood and the music business do to these stars, but whatever it is, he shouldn't let it beat him up like this where he's on TV doing this. He might be embarrassed, just because he's on this show and he was a legend. And he is a legend, but, he could come on this show and be cool with it and get his check. He don't got to do all this.
No, he a legend when it comes to his music, but on a personal level, He's not a legend.
Nope, not at all, babe. Not at all.
A lot of people, they legends because of their talent, but them as a person, they some of the shittiest people in the world. They some of the most crappiest people. Like you said, the industry that made them somebody they thought they probably would never be, and they don't realize it, how the industry done changed them. And then this Tony woman, poor baby, she just probably want a man so bad that she willing to put up with anything. She need help too.
Amen. She
really needs some help, because a real woman wouldn't put up with that. A ghetto woman probably be going upside his head. For real. And then Tahiri desperate for a man too.
Yep, you see how she wanted Joe so bad.
I know, and he tried to propose to her. He did propose to her. She turned it down.
Yep. And look at her now. Look at her now. This dude out here saying the illest shit to her on TV.
I know. She need help too, and this dude, he need help. He just, all of them need help. For real, all of them. And then Hazel E, she okay. I lost a lot of respect for her when she made the colorist comment. I did. So it's like, and she desperate for a man too. She don't know how to pick a man. She got a boy that's old enough to be her son.
Oh, yes, sir. She so did. And he's out here allegedly cheating.
I'm like, what is wrong with you, girl? You could have, well, no, she can't have any man. She won't look at her. She didn't have all that doggone surgery. If she didn't have surgery done on her, she needs some more help, too, because that Iyanla Fits My Life wasn't enough for her at all. And that dude, he just stringing her along. He using her. I don't think he really loved her. And I don't think she really loves herself either, because she don't know her self-worth.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, she don't know her self-worth.
Facts, because that's a crazy situation, because she just met this man, she don't really know this man, and now she's having his baby, and basically Shonda told him that he needs to go to work, he needs to get a job, he's living off of Hazel E allegedly, and now his brothers and his cousins is trying to get up with Hazel E, and allegedly he's out here cheating with Selena Powell, the lowest of the low.
Yeah. Now that, yeah, you know something ain't right when you cheating up, when you going to her. I mean, she the bottom of the barrel type of chick. Yep. She need help as well. She don't know herself either. Like, you know, her upbringing, you could tell her upbringing was not good. And then this dude, he gonna fall right into that trap. He better hope that he don't catch a disease. Mm-hmm. Messing around if he is cheating, because he don't know no better, you know. And then Hazel E, she better hope she don't catch the disease, you know, messing around with these men, you know, especially that one. Like you said, she don't know nothing about him.
He's out here in these streets getting it on, baby.
And then, like you said, Tahiri, her man is a loser. And you know, Phaedra, I like Phaedra, but like I said, she living in La La Land. That room fits her perfectly, because I think she you know, she in Atlanta, but she in La La Land. She just, you know, she needs to either hook up with that man or let him go, because it's like, I feel like he wasting his time with her.
Yep, because she don't know what she wants. And I don't even know, because he said that the way that he's seen her gush and fall in love with all these other guys, she ain't doing the same for him. Maybe she doesn't think that she needs to do the same for him, because, you know, he knows her. And it wasn't real. It was terrible relationships, but he's throwing that shit back in her face. So everything that she done told him about herself, and, you know, telling all her business and running it down to him, now he's using the shit against her. What kind of man is that?
No, he a loser, like I said. And Tahiri, she needs therapy. She don't know no better either. You know, because I like her, but it's just like, man, she don't know how to pick a man. Hazel don't know how to pick a man. You know, Tony definitely don't know how to pick a man. And then Shonda, she putting up with a F man. He don't know how to treat her right. He don't know how to value her the way that she needs to be valued. You know, I mean, the industry probably didn't change. I think done changed him, make him a tough person that he didn't think he was gonna be. You know, a cheater. And Shonda better hope he don't bring a disease home to her.
Yep, because he's out here doing it. I just like, Willie, day 26? Oh, my God. From making a band, Willie, why are you out here doing this?
I know. And the other dudes, you don't hear about them doing no stuff like that.
Nope.
He had to be the worst one.
Facts.
And I liked him the best, and he the worst one out of all of them. Well, all of them might be cheating and doing stuff that he doing, but they keeping it on the low. They ain't dumb like him. Exposing it.
I know. He's out here letting everybody know his business, and it's like, damn. I love me some Shonda. It's a crazy situation.
But Phaedra, she in La La Land. She is in La La Land. I mean, you know, I like her, but she need to decide. Hopefully this show will help her decide what she gonna do or what she won't as far as Medina goes, because I think either he needs to move on, and either she gonna figure out what she want, or he gonna figure out what he really wants. But if not, then they both need to part ways, and he needs to move on.
Amen.
For real. I thought that him and Claudia Jordan was gonna work out, but you know, but that didn't go nowhere. But so far, for now, based off this first episode, I know it's early. Part of me don't think none of these people gonna work out.
Unless they want to stay in a cycle that they continues. Tahiri doesn't seem like she's gonna work out with Vado. Phaedra doesn't seem like she's gonna work out with, Medina. And Corrupt and Tony seem like they're gonna stay together. And Willie and Shanta's gonna stay together for financial reasons. Because as a couple, they can sell their self on any reality TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to go. Dr. Drew used to come on TV. He used to help people, but I think that was for a drug addiction. That's what Corrupt needs to go to, Dr. Drew.
Yeah, he needs to go somewhere. This ain't the show for him, baby. Like, he's just doing, he's just messing up his legacy, and we can probably chop that up to the industry and probably how he was blackballed, maybe, because he was with Death Row and all of them, and then only person that really made it to the top was Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre.
Yeah, he picking up Snoop Dogg's habits as far as cheating goes.
Oh yeah, Snoop stay cheating.
I know, and his wife staying with him, I guess, for the money and for the fame.
And probably the kids too as well. And she ain't trying to let none of them women take what she got, what she invested. She's been in with Snoop since she was a kid, so she ain't trying to let that go. But baby, if you ain't happy, and that money ain't gonna make you happy, but it's the comfortability, it's the circle that they get used to, it's the abuse that they get used to, which it becomes a part of life. Like, it's in their regiment, where the drama and everything else fuels them, and they just keep on with the shit. It's a cycle. The cycle continues.
Yeah, and I think that these women, it's part of their upbringing, because think about it, if they didn't have no good examples growing up, because if they did, a lot of them would not put up with this mess. They would be strong, they would be independent, they would know their self-worth, they would know what they deserve, they would be independent, they wouldn't have to count on no man, to make it. I think, like you said, a lot of these women stay with these men for the money and for the children, and for like you said, they get used to putting up with abuse. And I think they seen it when they was younger and don't want to break that cycle. So they might say, "Oh, I'm not gonna enter this cycle. That's not gonna be me." Well, guess what? It's you. For a lot of these women, it's them. And they don't know how to deal with it, because they didn't have nobody show them how to deal with it and how to, keep themselves from getting up in it. They don't know how to escape it.
It's a crazy situation. But I don't know how they do it, but they continue to do it, and we'll see what the end result will be. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you calling in.
Yep, you're welcome. I was gonna ask you a quick question. Like, I had these new prayer books. I was gonna start like 5 of them. I was gonna from my future videos, I was gonna read a page from each book, do a segment called prayer reading. And read a page from each book and maybe talk about what I read or something like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. The world needs healing. If you could do a 5-minute video about prayer, read the scripture and then define the scripture that you read, and then boom, cut that off and have a series of prayers, and just name the videos uplifting, healing, and 2020, stuff like that, to get people to just click on it, and then from there you do your other videos too as well. But that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, because I have a book called Prayers of Comfort, Prayers of Grace, Prayers of Forgiveness, Prayers of Peace, and Prayers from Psalms. Read a page from each book, and all my up and coming future videos. Keep people updated.
Yep, prayers before you go to work, prayers before you go to bed, prayers before you go to a stressful situation, and you can name the videos like that, and then you just read the scripture of the prayer, and then boom, cut it off and just keep going like that, and that'll help get up your watch hours too as well. And then you do your long videos about defining all the prayers too as well, and reading pages.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about doing that. But, yeah, and I made 2 past videos. My last 2 videos been about the stimulus check updates, but they're, like, kind of short, like 10 to 12 minutes, not long.
Amen. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Please go check out Tony Norris' channel. He's a moderator in the chat room. Go check him out. Much love to you, Tony. Thank you so much.
Yep, you too. You have a good night and a good week, and hope to talk to you soon, and I'm going to like the video.
Oh, thank you so much. God bless.
Yep, you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So now you have that situation. Thank you, Tony. You have that situation, and it's just like real crazy. But also, like, these ladies are just, I don't understand why they put up with the situation. But please go check out Tony Norris, prayers. His sequel or prayers are going to be coming out. But this is one thing that was on my mind. Let me see, where is it? Right here. Like, this situation took place, right? And it was a young man. Basically, he was being detained, and him and his friends was being detained, and it was actually at the hospital or whatever. And I think this is in LA. And then they end up getting arrested for no reason at all. And I was like, what? And you know how they stop and frisk you when they detain you and stuff like that. So this young man, he was being detained, and he refused to be detained. So he stood up and he actually fought with the cops or whatever. And so he ended up getting arrested, and his bail was set at $75,000. And then on top of that, the hospital got together and put all these charges against this young man. His name is Jonathan Rhodes of Alexander, LA. He was arrested and charged with 4 offenses, and his bail is $75,000. And Tariq Nasheed, he contacted the bail bonds company or whatever, and he bailed the brother out. But there's so much that's still going on in our community where we still got to stick together. We still got to keep our eyes open. We still got to put our money where our mouth is too as well. Make sure we put the money in the right places and give it to the right organizations and the right people too as well. But most of all, we got to love each other and protect each other and have each other's back too as well, because now there's so much, guys, too. I was like, that's good. Everybody was like, that's that spirit, babe.